Hello everyone. In the last video I made, I gave my prediction of what would happen in the 2020 election, and that is a Joe Biden victory. However, is there a plausible scenario by which Donald Trump can actually become president of the United States? What would that look like, right? How can we make that happen? What would Donald Trump need to do to become president? Well, to start off with, let's actually change Arizona to a toss-up state. Let's change. Let's change the four Rust Belt states to be tilt Biden instead of likely or lean Biden. And okay, so let's start from there. Right now, what would Donald Trump need to do to reach 270 on election day? By the way, let's go ahead and make some of the other states certain. In Missouri, certain. So this is so we can visualize what Donald Trump would need to reach 270. Well, first, of course, he has to carry the states, some of the states that he carried in 2016. So Florida, which right now, the latest poll actually put as even, although it might be an outlier. So everyone tends to go by the average of the polls, and that makes more sense. But let's assume that the latest poll is correct and it's actually even. And let's assume that Donald Trump sneaks by and pulls off a victory in Florida. I mean, this is definitely a possibility, right? It's about a 50-50 possibility right now. So let's give Florida to Donald Trump. Let's take a look at the polls are even better for Donald Trump in Georgia. Although the latest poll has Biden up by 2, there are some polls recently that have had Donald Trump +2. So let's give Georgia to Donald Trump. So he's won 2 coin flips so far. He's won Georgia and he's won Florida. What does he have to do to become president of the United States? Well, he has to overcome about a 5-point deficit or so. Actually, the average is 3 in Arizona. So let's say the polls are biased, all the polls are biased towards Joe Biden, and in reality, he somehow wins Arizona. So at this point, Donald Trump is at 178 electoral votes. Of course, we need to give Texas to Donald Trump. He's right now +3 in the polls, but let's assume that the polls are wrong in Texas, or that perhaps the polling mischief that is going on in Texas results in Donald Trump winning Texas. He's now at 216 electoral votes. North Carolina, where Biden is in the weighted average only up by 2 points. Of course, let's assume that all the polls are just somehow, I don't know, they're missing the hidden Trump vote. And Trump secretly is +5 or so in every single poll. So let's give Donald Trump North Carolina. He's at 231. He is slightly ahead in Iowa. So let's give Donald Trump Iowa somehow. And look, he's up by almost 2 points in Ohio, so that's better than all the other states so far. Let's give that to Donald Trump as well. So we can look at the map. He's run the table. He's won coin flip after coin flip after coin flip. All the hidden secret Trump voters have ninja'd their way to the polls and have somehow given Donald Trump 255 electoral votes. Let's help him out a little more. Let's say in Maine, let's say Maine's 2nd district, we're going to give that to Donald Trump. And even in Nebraska, instead of tilt Democratic, we're going to give that to Donald Trump. And he will have, and of course, Alaska. Let's give Alaska Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is still at 255 electoral votes. So Donald Trump is on a roll. It's like a guy in Las Vegas who has some hot dice and he's rolling sevens and he's rolling 11s and he's on fire. He's at 255 electoral votes. Here's what he's going to need. If he somehow only wins Wisconsin, but he loses Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Minnesota, right now Biden is ahead by 5 in Pennsylvania. He's ahead by almost 7 in Michigan, and he's ahead by 7 in Minnesota. Let's say that he does win a state like Wisconsin. He still loses the presidency. So he has to either win Wisconsin plus a state like Michigan. Now he's over 270 and Donald Trump is reelected. Or he would need to win Pennsylvania. So if he wins Pennsylvania, if he comes back from this 5-point deficit and somehow, I don't know, all the ballots are tossed in all the mail-in ballots are tossed in the trash, or something crazy happens, Donald Trump can run the table in all these states, and he can become president of the United States. So the reason I think that all of this is unlikely is because so many things have to go right for Donald. This isn't a case like in 2000 of Bush needing to win Florida, or it's not like Ohio in 2004 or something like that. No. This electoral map is so weighted against Donald Trump that the odds of him winning all of these coin flips, it's like, imagine if you're playing poker and you have ace king versus a pair, right? You have to just win over and over and over again. It would be either the greatest polling error ever since Dewey versus Truman or something like that. Or Donald Trump would have to dramatically close the gap with about 2 weeks remaining. Unfortunately for Donald Trump, 29 million people have already voted as of October 20th. All right, so to recap, what Donald Trump needs to do in order to become president of the United States, he needs to win Arizona, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. He needs to win Iowa, Ohio, of course, Texas. So if he wins all of these states, that'll get him to... Wait, 174. Okay, yeah, let's give him Alaska. Oh, let's go lock Republican there. Yeah, I'm just going to make all his Republican states locks for him. Okay, so that'll get him to 206. Of course, West Virginia. 211. Let me just make all of his states locks just so we can take a look on here. Okay, so that gets him to 254. So if he wins toss-up after toss-up after toss-up, comes back from behind in Florida, comes back from behind in Arizona, comes back from behind in North Carolina, and he hangs on in Georgia, hangs on in Iowa, hangs on in Ohio. The tough part, the toughest task is going to be to win the Rust Belt states again. And he can do it either by winning Pennsylvania, or he can do it by winning 2 other Rust Belt states. So he can do it either by winning like Minnesota, Wisconsin, or he could do it by winning Wisconsin, Michigan, or or vice versa, or Michigan, Minnesota. So if he's able to do that, this will be the greatest political achievement since Julius Caesar marched against Gaul and cried out, "Witty, witty, wiki. I came, I saw, I conquer." Witty, because V's are W. Anyway, that's a Julius Caesar quote. But yeah, I mean, so maybe Trump is the next Julius Caesar, or maybe he's going to lose on November 3rd. I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would bet that Donald Trump is not going to win. But look, listen, anything is possible in 2020. I don't put anything past the comeback president. So we shall see. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you believe that all the polls are wrong. Tell me if you think Donald Trump is going to run the table. Or, yeah, just let me know what you think. Leave a comment.